Spire squad. Time for another run to slay that Spire with me, MusicalConman. Last time we did a silent run, so today we are moving on to the defect, finishing out our Ascension 3 runs, or at least 2 down, 2 to go. One thing I've been thinking about doing soon, by the way, is checking out some of the challenges or the achievements. So things like win a run with only common cards in your deck, so no uncommons or rares. So that's a super interesting one. Or the minimalist achievement where you win with 5 or less cards in your deck, which takes a lot of work to make happen. So those are interesting things I might want to check out at some point, and I'd probably want to do it while I'm still at low Ascension and it's easier to do so. But for now, let's play a regular run. And alright, remove a card. Well, speaking of the minimalist achievement, although you'd probably want to do that on a run where you get the remove 2 cards from your deck whale bonus option. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 health, curse for a rare, or boss relic trade. What do we got here? We do have a pretty early shop if we wanted to get a curse. We are going to fight an elite soon no matter what. So this is going to be a difficult start to enact, because we have to fight an elite either with no campfire first, so no upgrade first, or we get an upgrade first but it's a super elite. So with that in mind, I wonder if it would be good to do 4 hallway fights instead of 3, because that way we get slightly better odds of getting more potions. There could be a case made for going this path, and these are hallway fights. As long as neither of these 2 are hallway fights, we could get a free elite combat against this one right here. We could also try the same thing on this path. So let's look at what comes after these. So it's 1 fire, 1 elite, any of these options here. If we go up this way, you can get another elite, and more shopping, more events, so the paths are pretty equivalent. The thing about taking this path is, that's a lot of events, and I don't know. I'd like to get some cards in our deck. I'd like to get some hallway fights, so let's go this way. Since we can get an early shop, I'm going to go ahead and do the one that's most fun for me. So we'll have a curse for a couple fights. And GG, we win. Not yet, but Bias Cognition is incredible. Gain 4 focus. At the start of your turn, lose 1 focus. So remember, we're playing the defect, so we have these orbs that do lightning and frost and all this other stuff. And focus makes them better. So at the start of your turn, lose 1 focus is a downside, but if you don't get a huge benefit out of that, what are you doing? So right now this evokes for 8 damage, but if we use Bias Cognition, now it does 7 damage at the end of our turn and evokes for 12. So now, if we dual cast, this deals 12 damage to an enemy twice. Cool, it hit the same one twice, so we can just defend, take 2 damage. That's a really rough turn for those enemies to do to you. This one's kind of a shame as well. So we'll take 1 damage, but these louses, lice as pedants might call them, when they both attack on turn 1, they can hit you pretty hard. And if you only get 1 defend, that's about as good as you can do. So, it's too early for Turbo. Turbo gives you energy to play good cards, which we don't have yet. We could take a leap for block, but I think we just want to take a melter, just as a basic, standard 1 energy attack. 10 damage is not bad for one of those. Remove all block from the enemy is not often a big deal, but when it is, it's nice. I'm going to go this way because I prefer to... Ooh! See? Perfect. I'd rather do the hallway fights after we get Shame out of our deck, and we get to get Shame out of our deck now. Now the real question is, do we want to spend that gold now or wait for the shop? But I don't think there's anything the shop has that's going to make us not want to remove a curse, and this is a discount. So let's go ahead and take advantage of our opportunity. leaving us with smooth 69 gold. Okay, we're being attacked for 14. If we deal 10 damage to that, we have 50% chance to kill it. I think defend makes sense. Bias Cog is nice, but I'd like to have a 50% chance to take no damage. We lost the dice roll, so we take 4 damage, but that's okay. Let's do that. And this will do 16, so we don't kill this turn. Maybe it would have been better to dual cast there, just to start finishing off the enemy, but we can do it now. So, getting a little bit hit early on here. Ball Lightning is really nice. Ball Lightning is one of the best attacks to add at the beginning of a deflect run. It's just a strike and a zap in one card. Charge Battery is a nice block card. Claw is a fun joke. But right now we're just going to take the good one. Ooh, and I really like a Core Surge here. So Ball Lightning is good. Core Surge does 11 damage and it gives us 1 artifact, and it exhausts. And that 1 artifact charge blocks a debuff. For example, it blocks the debuff from Bias Cognition. We are seeing Clockwork Souvenir start each combat with 1 artifact, which we are not going to be able to afford. We spent 50 gold on that remove, so we wouldn't have been able to afford it no matter what. But it's just good to know that we will not see this later. It is gone. So let's take a Core Surge, and with Core Surge, Bias Cog this early on, we're feeling pretty good. I want to do another hallway fight to get another card in our deck, and we don't have any potions, so our odds are pretty good. Alright, we have no defense for this turn, so we just get hit a bunch. And sometimes that's the way life do ya. Yikes. So, we've gained an artifact, now Bias Cognition just gives us 4 focus. Finally get a potion. Capacitor, gain 2 orb slots. It's a little early for that. Normally you want to get some more stuff like Sweeping Beam early on, but with Bias Cog Core Surge, I think we're strong enough to make a little investment in our future. I don't know if I want to fight a Super Elite. I think we do well against Lagavulin and Grimlibnod, the single target enemies that give us time to set up our Bias Cog. If we had a Frost Orb, we would do really well against sentries, but we don't. So let's take it slow. Let's take a regular elite. Okay. We're still going to play Bias Cog, I think. Or do we want to wait for Core Surge? This fight can be a long fight. You know what? I think if we play Bias Cog turn 1, it's going to be great for 4 turns, but I think this fight is going to go longer than 4 turns, and getting to negative focus might start to hurt us. So, I hate to do it, but I think I'm actually going to wait on Bias Cog here. Alright, I'd like to play Capacitor, I'd like to play Core Surge. This seems like a good turn for a Speed Potion now. I don't really want to take 20 damage to do those things. So, I think I want to defend, and Core Surge. So we're fully blocked this turn. Oh wait! I made a mistake that was also a good thing. So I forgot that Artifact will block any debuff, such as Speed Potions lose 5 dex at the end of your turn. So we just have 5 dexterity for the rest of the fight. That's not what I intended, but it's also really good. So it's hard to complain about that. We've finally taken out one of them. Now we only have to draw a single defend to block every turn. I don't think this Capacitor is going to be really that relevant for us, but you know, we'll get through it eventually. I'm ready to draw a Bias Cognition now. But no rush. We've pretty much got this in the bag. We got several defends on our deck, so we almost certainly draw one of them each turn. I'm gonna have faith that we'll deal 3 damage to that with a Lightning Orb. And that's the fight. Beep, boop, bop, bow. Alright, Omamori, negate the next 2 curses you obtain. Not necessarily the relic you want to see. We kind of want to see something that gives us a benefit right now, but we can use that for benefit eventually. Alright, self-repair would be a great way to heal, because we are pretty low on health. Plasma is nice to get extra energy, but I really want a frost orb with all this focus. So, if we just upgrade here, can we make it through the rest of the act without healing? We have an explosive potion, which helps early on. I'm going to say let's give it a shot. Bias Cognition, 4 focus to 5 focus. Pretty easy upgrade. We also now have 3 cards in our deck that create orbs. We have Ball Lightning, Zap, and Cold Snap. So focus is getting better now that we can actually use it on orbs. Capacitor upgrade is nice eventually, going from 2 to 3 orb slots, but right now we have never once even filled up these orb slots. So how do we want to play this? I think we want to gain an artifact. We definitely want to defend, and the question is, do we want full block or another lightning orb? I think we are strong enough with this artifact charge in play to win this fight. You know what? I should have attacked that one. It's a tough choice. I'm going to use an explosive potion this turn, I believe. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. So now we can get a Frost Orb, get a Strike, and I think it's better to just get a dual cast in. So we will take 4 damage after this Frost Orb. Not too bad. And Bias Cognition is going to block for a bunch here. Take it easy, fully block. So we get 7 block per turn. That artifact charge means that doesn't go away. And that lightning orb is going to doom it eventually, but let's doom it faster. Liquid Bronze. Ooh, Echo Form. Wow, spicy. The first card you play each turn is played twice. I mean, Echo Form is really good. Chill is great. We really need to fill up some orb slots, but I think I'm just going to make a long-term investment in Echo Form. Meal Ticket. Whenever you enter a shop, heal 15 HP. That's really nice. So I feel a little more comfortable going to this elite fight here, knowing that we can heal up right afterwards. Remove, Transform, Upgrade. I would definitely like to upgrade one of these. I might want to upgrade Zap to 0 just so that we can fill up our orb slots faster. Capacitor upgrade is nice eventually, but I don't think it helps us right now. I think the best way to win this elite fight is just to channel more orbs faster, so let's make Zap cost 0. This is unfortunate for turn 1. This is a bit of a rough turn 1 against Gremlin Knob. Okay, we definitely want a Core Surge, we definitely want a Cold Snap, we definitely want to Strike. It sucks that we're going to take 14 damage and can't do anything about it. The question is, do I want to play a Zap just to kill it faster? And the other question is, do I want a Liquid Bronze just to kill it faster? So Zap deals 3 damage this turn and 3 damage next turn. Same for this. So those are each 6 damage twice, so that's 12 damage. So that brings it to 28. Thorns would bring it to 25. And the question is, can we either deal enough damage to kill it next turn, or fully block? One thing to consider is if we draw Bias Cognition, that helps tremendously. Buffs that Frost Orb. And it buffs the Zap to kill it. I think to survive this fight, we need to play Zap, give it a couple strength, which sucks. I think we need to play Liquid Bronze. I think our goal is just to survive this fight. So, okay. We are currently taking 16, but we can Ball Lightning, and I probably should have evoked the Lightning Orb. I should have done my math, but I was excited about just defending to live. So we dual cast to block for 10, and we defend. We're not vulnerable, so this blocks for 3. So we are not dead. And thanks, BiasCog. I definitely wasn't hoping to draw you sooner. I kid, I love you, BiasCog. Toxic Egg. Whenever you add a skill into your deck, upgrade it. So we're playing a little risky with our health here. And this is because we're taking cards that are really good later in the game, but kind of risky early in the game, but they're so good later that I want to do it. Speaking of which, Genetic Algorithm does nothing for us right now, but I love it so much, and it's upgraded, and we're about to heal. Okay, Self-Repair is exactly what the doctor ordered. The doctor was, in fact, begging and pleading for us to get a Self-Repair. And would I like another Cold Snap, or would I like a potion? If I don't like... I can also just go to this next shop to heal 15 HP, so I can also wait and buy a potion there. We're fighting the slime boss, so our goal is just to deal a bunch of damage to it as quickly as possible. Cold Snap is nice, but I think we need to get a block potion. Alright, what do you got for me? Echo Form is great, but we just do not have the leeway to play it. So let's Artifact and block for 7. No need to use the block potion, because this blocks for 12, and if we want to use this to block for 12. Alright, next turn we will be unable to play attacks, but we get to upgrade our Genetic Algorithm and melt it a little bit. It is almost dead if we can get our focus. Oh, Artifact blocked that debuff, of course. I really need to stop thinking of Core Surge as exclusively a biased cognition enabler, because the Artifact does other things. Anyway, that's the fight. These are some interesting skills. Channel a bunch of lightning has some value when we've got a capacitor, and it does well with Echo Form, but I don't know. Lose 1 focus, gain 1 strength, gain 1 dexterity. It is blocked by Artifact, but that's not how we want to use our Artifact. I would like to get a Compile Driver. It's just another standard attack that draws cards. I think if we go here to heal, then we can afford to upgrade at the campfire. I don't think we want a Beam Cell. A Cool-Headed Plus might have been nice, but it's upgrade time. Of course, I guess if we had gone to a question mark, it could have been a fight that could have healed us with Self-Repair. You know what? That's what I didn't do last fight. I should have waited to get Self-Repair. Ah, well, playing a little sloppy today, and that's okay. I think the upgrade that could help us the most in the slime boss fight is either just upgrade an attack, or upgrade capacitor, or Self-Repair will be good. Might be good next out. Let's upgrade capacitor. I would love to draw Echo Form in one of our first 2 turns when it's not doing anything. Ooh, this is a tough choice, but not really, because I don't want to play this on turn 1, I don't think. Echo Form, and we are excited about that. Let's get 2 lightning, deal some damage. Alright, so we are getting a big attack this turn. If we play this, it will block for 4, then block for 7, so that blocks for 11. But, can we split it this turn? So that's 22 damage when we play that twice. Then 32. Then this will evoke for 8, so 40. And then 49. So that will bring it down to 59, which I think is a pretty decent split. Plus this gets us 2 artifact, which I'm pretty excited about. I'd like to save the Genetic Algorithm so that we can double play it with Echo Form, and it's actually a pretty good block card already at that rate. So let's just get our Self-Repair in play. Self-Repair doesn't matter this fight, but playing it removes it from our deck. I could play a Capacitor to get a bunch of orb slots, but I think it would be more useful to split this if we can. I don't think we need 9 orb slots to win this fight, but I think we might want some defense this turn. We're not getting it. You know, maybe I should have just done Echo Form Defend, but okay, if we do Strike Strike, that's 12, so that brings it down to 33. Let's see how the Zap goes. I don't think we play Capacitor this turn. Alright, Zap did not do it. So if we do this, it would have to get hit by 2 Lightning Orbs to split. I am just going to play Capacitor here. So we'll take 13 damage, but health is a resource. Unfortunately, it removed one of our artifact charges there. If we do Melter, that brings it down to 22 health, which definitely splits, but I'd rather channel 2 Frost Orbs. So Echo Form Frost Orb brings it down to 30, and then these split pretty darn well. I'm okay with it having, I guess, 5 more, because Melter does 10. So playing Melter an extra time instead of Frost Orb. I'm okay with it being at 14 instead of 10 in exchange for an extra Frost Orb. It is a real shame that they're taking away my artifact charges, but if we double Bias Cog here, we're just completely invincible. That said, I think we have won the fight thoroughly enough that I'd like to double Genetic Algorithm. Plus 5 focus will be, I think, more than enough. And let's wrap up this fight. I'm surprised. I think we have... How many potions did we get naturally? We bought this one. Okay. So it takes 2 to kill this, 1 to kill that, and 1 to kill that, and then we're fully blocked for whichever one it doesn't kill. Thanks, Frost Orbs. Alright, that's the fight. But we have not gotten a lot of natural potion rewards. Another Echo Form, I don't think we really need. Rainbow could be good just because we have this Capacitor and we just really want to fill up those orb slots. Buffer is nice. I think another Echo Form is a little greedy here. It does stack, so it would be like so 2 Echo Forms would be the first 2 cards you play each turn are played twice. It's cool. Buffer is an interesting defense card, but I think we need Rainbow. It gets us a Dark Orb to channel to do big damage. It gets us orb slots filled. It's another way to get a Frost Orb. Plus, it's upgraded. Alright, extra energy, but no gold. That has a bad synergy with Meal Ticket. Extra energy until we get rid of the Plasma Orb is interesting. Or transform and upgrade 3 cards. Our deck is pretty good even with 3 energy, so I could see Astrolabe. That said, our deck is good once we get our powers in play. It's a little weak earlier, so I'm okay taking a nuclear battery here, because yes, the benefit from the plasma is going to go away after a couple turns, but for that matter, we could dual cast the plasma. So a Plasma Orb is an orb that gives you 1 energy at the start of each turn passively, and when you evoke it, it gives you 2 energy. If you do dual cast, you can evoke it for 4 energy. Plus it's nice with Compile Driver, makes that a little better because you have an extra type of orb. I think if we have 1 extra energy for a few turns, we can use that to get Bias Cog, Echo Form, Capacitor, all this stuff going. Lots of orbs. And at that point, we don't need extra energy because we'll have a ton of other stuff going on. So, we could go to a super early shop. I don't know if we need that. This path has more elites. This path has a super elite. We could do a 3 elite act if we go this way. Events are good in Act 2, but what events do we want? The Bites event is healing, but we already have a meal ticket and a self-repair, so we don't really need Bites. The Apparition event is really good, especially with Toxic Egg, so that is a good reason. I really want the Apparition event, so we could just go this path and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 events, just to really be trying to be as certain as possible that we get it. Apparition is a skill that, for 1 energy, gives you 1 intangible, normally, and exhaust. Normally it's ethereal, but with Toxic Egg, it's really good. The chance of getting an Apparition event might be so good that it's worth skipping all these elites to try and go this way. And if we get it sooner, we can go do something else. So yeah, I guess we're taking the early shot because question marks have such high potential. Alright, so we have 4 energy this turn. So we could Echo Form, defend, or we could just Bias Cog, Capacitor, Ball Lightning, defend. I think we want to defend this turn, so I don't think Echo Form and Bias Cog is a good line to take. This is a pretty short fight if we play Bias Cog. So let's block 4 or 5. We'll take 7. Self-repair heals that. Okay. So now this draws 3 cards. That's nice. Okay, so we're already blocked for 6, so we could play both of these to fully block. I think if we do that, we're pretty set. We could Melter to deal some extra damage, but I think just, even though we're losing focus every turn, I think we still want to block that. Alright, we get our... Okay, if we play Rainbow, it's going to fill this, then evoke these 2, which gives us a bunch of energy. And then we can play the rest of our cards. We'll get Genetic Algorithm stack. We'll block for a bunch. And we can self-repair. Maybe I should have done the math to see if we would actually kill it this turn. That's okay. Alright, so we're dealing 15, so if we deal Strike, it's at 15 health. I definitely calculated that before I played Self-Repair out of excitement. Distilled Chaos. Oh, so Cool-Headed is really good. Card draw is nice. Recursion is nice for 0. We've got all these orb slots and all this focus. But I'm really greedy. And another Genetic Algorithm, upgraded, at the beginning of Act 2, has a lot of potential. Hologram is nice. Hologram is a good way to get cards back, and it's on such a deep discount that it's hard to turn it down. We could get a Rip and Tear, just to have a little front-loaded damage. We don't really have any big attacks. Core Surge is not that bad though, and Melter is not that bad. I'm gonna remove a Strike. And move on. Hand of Greed would be nice, but we couldn't afford it. Let's pray to the Upgrade Shrine. Upgrade a card. I've talked about the Echo Form upgrade before. The issue is that usually if you don't want to play Echo Form on the first time you draw it, you're probably in a fight where you don't want to play Echo Form, so you don't want to draw it again. If you're in a fight where you really want to play Echo Form, usually you want to play it the first time it's available. We could upgrade Self-Repair, but I think what we need most of all right now is just to damage enemies quickly. So that goes from 10 to 14. This goes from 11 to 15. Let's just make Core Surge a strong attack. Okay. This might be a good turn for a Block Potion. We could Distilled Chaos and see what we get, but I think Block Potion is pretty reasonable here. And we'll just get to work on this front one. You know what? Actually, we have a Self-Repair and we have an empty potion slot. So why don't we just take a little bit of damage, heal it up, and if we want to use this potion later, it will be there later. Okay, let's draw some cards. Rainbow will evoke our Plasma Orb. We don't have a dual cast in the deck. Let's Rainbow. That gets us some energy back. We could Hologram for a Melter to kill the front one. Or we could just play our 2 Genetic Algorithms and Strike. Or we could just play our 2 Genetic Algorithms and Self-Repair. So we're going to take 1, and I'm okay with that. Ideally, we want to play our Genetic Algorithms and our Self-Repair with Echo Form active, but this fight isn't guaranteed to last too long. Alright. We should be able to kill this here. Bunch of damage. Maybe? No, not quite. Close. I think I should have played that differently. I don't think I should have played Capacitor, because that kept us from being able to evoke the Dark Orb. Ooh, Consume is nice. Gain 3 focus, lose 1 orb slot with Capacitor. I'm interested in that. Hologram is good, but I think Consume gets it here. We are past Act 1, so we can just take all skills and not worry so much about that Gremlin knob. Okay, so we could Rainbow to get 2 energy, or we could Capacitor Rainbow to fill up. That gives us 1 Frost Orb, and then we could play 1 Defend. I'd rather have a Frost Orb and play 2 Defense, so I guess we're going to Rainbow first. So let's get some energy, let's Capacitate, and block. So, we're fully blocked, we've got a bunch of orb slots, and we're in good shape. There is a case for playing Echo Form here, just to upgrade our genetic algorithms and our self-repair. We take 4 damage, but Echo Form means we heal more from self-repair later. So I think this is a net positive. That debuff is going to make it a little painful when we play skills, because it'll shuffle bad cards into our deck. We could Hologram, Artifact, and Bias Cognition, but we could also just gain 10 focus right now. I think that's kind of hard to say no to. Then we could Defend and Hologram Zap. So with 10 focus, that blocks for 12. Yeah, I think that's a good play. Next turn, we're probably going to have to choose one of these to double play, but hey, these days actually make it take longer to draw the good things. So let's Hologram Zap and Defend. And I actually do kind of want to slow down the rate where we draw those cards, because I want to play one of them at the start of each turn. This enemy is going to get stronger every turn, but we get stronger faster. That said, wow, that is a big attack. Double playing a Consume means we go up to... Well, it means these go up from 11 to 17 damage. Then there's... So we could have 3 at 11 or 2 at 17, so that's 34 damage instead of 33. Also, this would block for 16. I'd like to genetic algorithm now. Now the big issue is what's on top of our deck, and the answer is trash. Why is it attacking for 31? Ah, we're vulnerable. That's it. Okay. This blocks for a little more. So we've currently blocked for 24. And if we get lucky, if these all go here, we kill it. This seems like a good turn for a block potion. We're almost certainly gonna use its full value, and there we go, we take 16, which I'm fine with. We can double self-repair. That is shuffling a lot of bad stuff into our deck, but now we can play genetic algorithm twice too. It is definitely dead next turn, so give me that genetic algorithm. Alright, so we used a potion, but we managed to get both of our genetic algorithms stacked twice. And we played self-repair twice, so we're going to get back up to 53. It was a bit of a risky fight, but I'm pretty okay with how that went. Another FTL is good. Another Cold Snap would give us another way to generate Frost Orbs. That said, with Rainbow Plus, we're doing okay on that. We don't really need that many Consumes, though. Like, we only have 1 Capacitor, so we only have so many orb slots to eat at the moment. This is just cheap card draw. I don't think our deck currently really benefits from FTL Plus, but it also rarely presents a downside, and it can be nice. There's some things that can be nice with later. Alright, so I think we're still just going for events. We have seen events that aren't the apparition, so I think we're just going to keep looking for it. Alright, card match. Overclock and Zap, so we could get either of those cards. Blind and, well, I guess we get a Blind. Thunderstrike and Injury. Thunderstrike and Ball Lightning. Overclock, draw 3 cards, add a burn into your discard pile. So we can either get an Overclock here, or we can say, no, we don't want that. Do we want to draw 3 cards? It's upgraded. And I think the answer is yes. We've got a lot of cards that are good to draw. Alright. Not Apparition Event. But our genetic algorithm is decently upgraded. We could Bias Cog or we could Echo Form. We are going to take some damage here. This might be a good time to play Distilled Chaos. I don't think we have anything that's really detrimental. Alright. So we got our Core Surge, we consumed to get some focus, which I'm fine with, and we made them weak. So weak is pretty good here. Let's Genetic Algorithm to block a little more, and let's get that Echo Form in play. Bias Cog with the Artifact Charge is also good, but I'm hoping the Echo Form lets us double stack Genetic Algorithm, and we'll take a little more damage, but I'm hoping it also lets us double stack that Self-Repair. This is a bit of a risk, but let's double play Genetic Algorithm, and let's see what else we want to play. Alright. We can play all these cards by evoking the Plasma Orb, so then it's just a question of what we want to... what orbs we want to keep. So 15 damage kills that. I think we want to end with 1 Frost and 1 Lightning Orb. And I think we want the Frost Orb behind the Lightning Orb, so I think we'll play the Cold Snap last. Let's play Zap and see where it goes. No, you know what? First we play Melter on this, remove that block. We can definitely kill this with attacks. So, let's see where the Zap goes. Okay, Zap goes there. That gives us a bunch of energy. Then we could also dual cast. I think dual cast makes sense here. Alright, it all went there. So we'll just finish that off with that. We are fully blocked here. So that enemy gives you 1 vulnerable when you kill it. Our artifact charge, or 2 vulnerable. Our artifact charge blocked that. What would I like to hologram? I could hologram the Self-Repair. We have not drawn Capacitor yet. I'd like to draw some cards. Hologram... Overclock? Right, we get to do it twice. Yeesh. Let's hologram Blind. If we use our Bias Cog, it's just going to die to Lightning Orbs faster than we really want it to. Alright. We are fully blocked, so let's get some orb slots. So now we're just waiting until we draw Self-Repair. We've already played both of our genetic algorithms. They're at 28 and 13 respectively. We've got our Self-Repair. So now our goal is just to murderize it. Another Cold Snap blocks. That didn't really matter, but we're fully blocked, and this enemy is doomed. Okay, that's a fight. We heal up to 64. We can take another Capacitor. We could take a Doom and Gloom. Doom and Gloom would be our first area of effect damage. As much as I really want to take another Capacitor, it would be a greedy and exciting choice. We don't have anything that deals damage to multiple enemies. We don't have a lot of big attacks. We just need a Doom and Gloom just to deal damage to multiple enemies. Alright, genetic algorithm Echo Form seems like a pretty good turn to me. So we're being attacked for 23. Let's block for 28. We don't have to double play both genetic algorithms every fight. Just single playing them is a huge benefit. Alright. We can Core Surge Bias Cog, and I think that seems like a wise thing to do. We'll block the debuff it's coming in with at us. Do we want to double play self-repair later, or just play it now? Let's just play it now. Alright, let's get lots of orbs. Orbs are fun. Okay, cool. It'll take a while to fill up these orb slots, but if we draw a rainbow, we double play that, it fills them up immediately. Or we can consume, gain a bunch of focus. The thing is, we don't currently have a way to kill that thing. But then we can hologram a genetic algorithm, or we could hologram a cold snap. This will give us 11 focus. So then, cold snap, will pretty much full block. Plus the hologram blocks some. We can apply 2 weak to all enemies. Alright, and now we are pretty much invincible. So we're just going to wait till we can double play that second genetic algorithm. We can double consume, then this deals 14, and this thing is almost certainly dead. Also, if we double consume, we're fully locked, so no rush. We don't actually want to draw cards here because we don't want to draw a genetic algorithm. I don't think we want to channel any more orbs. I think the fight will end a little too quickly if we do that. So, uh-oh. We don't get to play our other genetic algorithm at all. 17 focus was too much. Alright, let's get a flex potion. Heat sinks. When you play a power card, draw 1 card. How many powers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got some powers, but not a bunch. Or you can take a compile driver to draw more cards that way. We have a plasma orb to start. We have a rainbow and a doom and gloom to make sure we get dark orbs and frost orbs and lightning orbs. I think compile driver is consistently drawing for 2 or 3, often 3, and it's even possible to draw 4. Ball lightning might have been good to get the extra lightning orb. Ooh, gambling chip. Start of each combat, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. Gambling chip has been a hallmark of some very successful runs on this channel, and ooh, speaking of a hallmark of the channel, you know what we haven't done yet this run? The paranoid is this recording check. Hey, look, apparently when you hit the record button and then it starts recording, it starts recording. Who knew? We could do 2 elites or 3 events. I really think I want to try and get these apparitions. Echo form is going to be really good in this fight. Our card costs are going to be randomized, but we just need to draw 1 card to get good stuff. With that, we're going to get 1 extra energy from this. We definitely want to keep a zap. We don't need to defend, we don't need to consume. We'll keep a strike just to spend 1 energy. Okay, we got Echo Form and Core Surge. So now we're not even going to be confused this fight. Nope. Cool. So now with our normal deck intact, we could double play a dual cast to get a lot of energy, and I think that seems fun. So we're at 7 energy. Then we can rainbow, compile driver. We had a lot of genetic algorithm. You know what? Okay. We could hologram the cold snap, and that blocks for 5, then 9, and this is another 5, so 14. So that doesn't quite do it. We could hologram a rainbow, and that blocks for 10, 12. Genetic algorithm is our only way to fully block this turn, isn't it? If that's how it's going to be, are there any cards in here that help? Weak to all enemies could help. So let's hologram a compile driver. We could hologram a dual cast. Yeah, that blocks for another 10. So then we're at 17 block. And we can double play these later. I don't actually want to play a lightning orb. I think I want to make this fight go as long as possible. Maybe that's a little foolish. I was thinking if we could just get a bunch of high focus frost orbs, we could survive and double play for a while. I don't want to shuffle these into my draw pile, so let's draw some cards, get it a little low on health so that we can kill it when we want to, and just wait around, try and double play those genetic algorithms. Okay, here's one of them, double played. Zap will draw us more cards, but it will also kill it faster. Can we block until we draw this again? Or should we stop being silly and just play it? I think we stop being silly and just play it. Alright. The enemy is not looking good here. So we are back up to 46 health, another potion. And we could channel a plasma. I think, actually, with all these orb slots, channeling plasma could pay out pretty well. And when we have the ability to double play it with Echo Form, and we have the ability to maybe evoke it by playing a bunch of other orbs, I think, especially upgraded, 1 energy plasma, it's nice. Alright, events. Cryptonomicon. Right now, so Necronomicon is always good. Well, it's good for most decks. We only have a Doom and Gloom, so it plays it twice in exchange for getting a curse in our deck. That's okay. But Enchiridion is always good, and Nilry's Codex is pretty good. Let's trade some health for this. So 10 more HP. Enchiridion, at the start of each combat, add a random power card into your hand. It costs 0 for that turn. That's pretty good. So that's one more event that is not the apparition event. Let's keep trying. Potion event. Let's just buy one. Cultist potion, that's good. Looks like we may not get too lucky with this one. Ooh, we really want to play Echo Form. Alright. Compile Driver could draw a lot of cards, but I want a genetic algorithm this turn. They're spooking me. I guess I don't really want a hologram. No. There might be some cards I want to play twice. Okay, let's start out seeing what we get here. We could Echo Form, Capacitor, and Rainbow. We could also hologram that FTL first and see how we like it. Alright. So we're going to hit for 25... Sorry, 15, 29 this turn. We're full on potions, so this is a good time to play our stuff. So we get a zap, we get a consume, and we get, wow, a lot of energy. So I think, so if we rainbowed, we get a bunch of energy, then we could do 16 damage to that. If we use our flex potion, that kills it. I think that's the wise thing to do. Alright, I would love to Capacitor Rainbow, but I just don't think that's the fight we're in. So 11 plus 15 kills that. Now we can Echo Form, Capacitor, and we'll just play Self Repair once. We take 5 damage. We could Echo Form our Echo Form. I have heard that you like Echo Form. So with Weak, this is actually dealing... So 25% of 12 is 3, so 3 and a bit. So this is down to 9. This is down to 5, so we're being attacked for 14. So if we have 2 more Frost Orbs, we are fully blocked. I think that seems like a wise choice. We already have 1 Echo Form in play. We have 2 genetic algorithms in here. I don't know if we even want to draw cards right now, because then we can't double play them. I think we are winning this fight strongly enough to just focus on things like double playing our algorithms. If we biased Cog here, We have 10 focus. We lose 2 per turn, but I think we can end this within 5 turns. We only get to double play one of these next turn. I think we double play the small one, regular play the big one, and move on with our fight. Let's get a lightning orb in place so that we can start killing them. And I think that's a good fight. We've got our self-repair. We're going to play both our genetic algorithms this turn. I would rather have 2 really good ones than one incredibly good one, because this would go up to 40, but I'd rather have this one at 25 and this one at 37 than 22 and 40. So, big block. Big block. If we'd played the other Echo Form, we could have double played both of them, but it's okay. We get an artifact to block the... Nope, that's just a wound. But artifact does block the next 2 focus we would lose. We played everything we care about playing, so let's just end the fight. And Dark Orb. Orichalcum blocks at the end of a turn. Vulnerable Potion. And Leap. We don't have... I mean, we do have 2 genetic algorithm, but I think it would still be good to have 1 more card that just blocks well on turn 1. I don't think we need more orbs, and Lock On, I don't think we need to deal 50% more damage from orbs that way. We deal 50% more damage from orbs from a lot of focus. Okay, last chance at the Apparition event. And that's not it. Okay, we can Echo Form Bias Cog. And so this will channel 2 lightning just from playing 2 powers after Storm. And that will put the Plasma Orb in front, which means we'll still get it next turn. So let's not draw anything else that we like. Alright, 5 focus. Alright, now we just start double playing our favorite things. We could double play Rainbow to get a lot of energy, but let's draw a lot of cards, because we're kind of in danger. We could dual cast to get a lot of energy. We don't even need that much energy, but it's kind of neat. Let's dual cast to deal damage here. We could also zap and dual cast to block, but we are already fully blocked, so let's dual cast for damage. If we play a zap, then we will not be able to play our other genetic algorithm or our self-repair. So let's just wait. Let's just wait. Oh no! I played a power card, and we have Storm in play, so that channeled Lightning, so we did not get to stack our things. Darkness. Channel 1 Dark. Channel the passive ability of all Dark Orbs. We do have a Doom and Gloom and a Rainbow to get us Dark. So Darkness, it's an orb, and that effect makes any Dark Orbs we currently have stronger, but we haven't really been needing Dark Orbs to kill it. We just have huge Lightning Orbs. And this slows down our ability to play other good cards. We have a bunch of ways of getting really good orbs. We have Fusion, we have Rainbow. Darkness is great if you can hold 1 Darkness Orb for a really long time, and that's a great way of killing bosses if you don't have another way. That could be a great way of killing Champ. But I think we're gonna pass. Alright, so we didn't get a lot of relics this act, because we just went for pure events, and unfortunately, despite taking 7 events, we did not get the specific one we wanted. I'm kind of curious about the odds of that, but it's okay. Echo Form upgrade guarantees it gets played in the champ fight. Man, most of our important cards are upgraded thanks to Toxic Egg upgrading all the skills. Maybe we just upgrade Self-Repair? That gives us more health so that we can, next act, we can spend more time trying to double play our genetic algorithms. Alright, draw 1 card at the start of your turn is good. Core Surge on turn 1 is good. Weak is good. So if we make it weak and we leap, and we do all these things, we are fully blocked and we spend 4 energy. You know what? I like that. No, wait. We're going to evoke that Plasma Orb, so we need to draw new cards. Yeah, that's better. I think. Let's lose the empty orb slot. Wait, does Core Surge block that? I need extra energy first, so let's Rainbow. And I think one artifact will block lose one orb slot. It will not. Okay, that was for science. So we've got our artifact for later, we're fully blocked, we've got a really good turn 1. Gain 5 focus, no downside. Yeah. Gain 3 orb slots. Alright, I think we win. Now we just need to get our Echo form. We're gonna save that for later. Draw me Echo form. No? Okay. We're already fully blocked. Do I want more energy next turn, or do I just want a Cold Snap? If we have 3 Frost Orbs with 8 focus, we can pretty much take as long as we want to do everything else. Self-repair doesn't matter, so let's get it out of our deck. It's going to be a long time till it deals more than 30 damage per turn. It'll have to buff its strength first, and after it gets below its half health point, it starts to hit us a little harder. But I don't think that's a huge concern. We want Genetic Algorithms to be the first card we play of a turn. I really think that once we decide to kill this thing, we're just going to murder it. If we fill this with Lightning Orbs, with all this focus, we're just doing really good. So let's stack that. Draw a card. Get a bunch of energy. And we can hologram and get back another rainbow. That leaves us with less Frost Orb, but it puts a Dark Orb in front, and that Dark Orb's going to grow pretty quick. So we just have to block this turn. Okay, we've blocked this turn. Now, that Dark Orb's going to go to 34. Next turn we can dual cast it for a pretty good amount, because next turn it's not attacking. We could also dual cast it now, but I think we can wait. So we've already double played both our algorithms. We've played our... self-repair doesn't matter, it's out of our deck, so now we're just trying to kill it. We could consume and get up to 14 focus. We could double Cold Snap and then consume, and then we have 3 Frost Orbs with 11 focus. As much as dual casting this thing deals 68, and then it dual casts that for another 32, I think that's just really good. Now the enemy doesn't have much health. We don't get to consume, but we've got 26 block for free. So 27 times 2, so we don't even have to play any cards to be safe this turn. If we double Ball Lightning, that's 16 damage plus another 22. Why don't we dual cast here? Deals a bunch of damage, blocks for a bunch. We can just kill it, yeah? Alright, Meteor Strike is cool. It gets us a bunch of plasma and a bunch of damage if we have 5 energy to start, which we only have if we've already gotten more plasma or if we get a new boss relic here. All for One, I don't think this is the deck for it, but Seek I think is what we want here. Our deck really has a lot of very specific, very good cards. And we can Seek on turn 1 for Core Surge plus Bias Cog. Alright, Empty Cage, remove 2 cards. Pandora's Box, transform, strike, and defend. These are fine, but Inserter, every 2 turns gain 1 orb slot. This is one of my favorite relics. It's really good at just, if you can just scale a bunch of focus, just get a bunch of orbs, this will fill us up. Then we can also keep playing Consume with no downside. Normally, I love Inserter, but I feel kind of guilty taking it over a good energy relic, but we're not being offered any good energy relics. Pandora's Box is fascinating, by the way. We have 7, it would transform 7 cards, none of these are useful to us, and we have a Toxic Egg, so any skill they turn into would be upgraded. I'm not saying Pandora's Box isn't really interesting here, but Inserter speaks to me. Pandora's Box might be better, but Inserter speaks to me. We'll do Pandora's... Next time we have an egg, we'll try and take Pandora's Box. How's that? There is no apparition event on Act 3, so Act 3 we just need to collect the keys to win. So Super Elite is over here, so to fight the heart we have to go that way, which means we probably want the campfire and the elite before it. So we probably want the campfire, and we probably want the elite before it, and we probably want the events before that. So this lets us do all events, then elite, campfire, elite, campfire, elite. And that's pretty good. We'll have a bunch of money that we can use in the Act 4 shop. Loop is good, but we're getting attacked for a ton. We're getting attacked for a bunch, so we just need genetic algorithm, or genetic algorithm, or seek for genetic algorithm. So we want to get rid of all 6 cards to try and get one of those 3 options. We could also do compile driver to try and draw one of those cards, and that's what we're going to do. We could also do compile driver to try and draw one of those 3 cards, and that's what we're going to do. And what do you know? Easy every time. So that's 26, 37 damage coming in, so we're actually not completely blocked, but with a self-repair I'm more interested in getting our scaling set up. So it's Zap and either Bias Cog or Capacitor, but who am I kidding? Bias Cog is the clear good card that we like. Alright, get us an orb slot. We have all the energy we need, so we'll block, and we'll block. And we could dual cast for 24, but I'd rather keep that orb. We're being attacked for a bunch, though. Let's try and get them low on health. So we take 31. Well, we block a lot of it, but, you know, we take damage besides that. We always want to FTL first. I don't think we're trying to kill that one, but we could kill this one. We could take... We've already gotten rid of our Echo form, but it's not exhausted, we just discarded it. We want genetic algorithm next turn, I think. We could also draw all 5 cards. Do we want that? Not really. We might want our Core Surge, though. It prevents us from losing 2 focus this turn, and a Melter is good. Okay, so if we Rainbow, it gets us energy. We could have fusioned first to get even more energy, but I'm okay with this amount of energy. Maybe we should have taken Blind to reduce our damage this turn. Probably should have done that. You know what? We don't need that. Do we need that genetic algorithm next turn? We might need that genetic algorithm next turn. So we take 13 this turn if we don't do that. I think it's important to not take 13. And we'll just play the genetic algorithm, stack it once. I think if we do this play, that one's dead. We've got Frost Orbs. We've blocked a focus loss. Double Ball Lightning seems good. It's not going to be a big deal blocking for what they're doing. Oh wait, we don't have Echo Form. What? Alright, so block for 12. So that's 22, so that's... We're being attacked for 21, so we're fully blocked. And we'll do a little damage. We are starting to run out of focus, but we still have big positive focus. Rainbow good. Rainbow evoke Dark Orb. So we strike first so that the dark orb go on other one. Then we zap. And we hope we kill this one. But we're fully blocked anyway. That one's coming back next turn. They're both coming back. Alright, can we kill this? We are going to lose all our focus eventually, but we have Consume to help with that. Our Echo Form, we did not play it, so it is gone forever. We always want to play blind. Now let's draw cards. Let's draw cards. Consume almost... Oh wait. Consume brings this to 7 times 3, which almost kills. And it almost fully blocks. I think this is the best play. Compile Driver draws us, at best, Melter, so that's at best. Okay, 7 plus 12 is 19. So then we just need to deal 4 more damage. So if we draw Strike, Cold Snap, or Melter, and we're guaranteed to draw one of them if we have space for it. Okay, that's the play. Our Frost Orb will block the burn damage, and we are on to the next fight. Oh, I forgot Orichalcum had us fully blocked already. I like a Go for the Eyes, but we already have a Blind to apply 2 weak to all enemies, so this becomes a lot less good. We'd take another Hologram, but I like a Charge Battery. Charge Battery is also good with Echo Form. Ooh, Purple Fire Spirits. So we could give up a rare to get more max HP and heal up to full HP. We could give up an uncommon to heal up to full HP. We could give up a common to heal a small amount, or we could give up a starter card to toss an offering into the bonfire. Nothing happens. The spirits seem to be ignoring you now. Disappointing. I just realized I'm not sure if I've read that event to my adoring audience before. So do we want to go to a shop or an extra event? 2 extra events. Hallway fights are actually better than usual because we get to stack our genetic algorithm, but events in Act 3 are really good. But shopping lets us spend money in exchange for goods and services. And I would really like to remove a card. Capacitor is a lot less necessary now that we have Inserter. Recursion could be good with a lot of card draw. If you draw a lot of cards, then 0 cost cards are good, and we have FTL usually draws 1, Overclock draws 3, Seek draws some, Compile Driver usually draws 3, Hologram draws 1 specifically, another Compile Driver. We got a lot of card draw. Neither of these relics excite me that much. Exhausting Statuses is decent. Wing Boots is lovely, but let's remove a strike. First of all, do we want another Compile Driver and a Recursion together? That lets us draw a bunch of cards and have a 0 cost card. We might have enough card draw already, but it's also, when we have all 4 types of orbs represented on our deck, Lightning, Frost, Dark, and Plasma, and we have multiple ways to get each of them, Compile Driver is 1 energy, draw 4 sometimes. I think we're going to take both. Swift Potion, draw 3 cards. Sure, why not? We're not going to go to another shop this act. Alright, so we're fully blocked this turn, so we don't need these. Weak to all enemies would help next turn. Melter is a decent damage card, but let's get some powers. Okay. Let's block first, so that we're being attacked for 31, so we can attack this thing for free. We'll make them all weak. Bias Cog, Charge Battery, or just Rainbow. Rainbow gives us energy, or we Capacitor, then Rainbow, but we could Rainbow and Bias Cog if we get the energy. Rainbow and Bias Cog and Charge Battery. Sorry, Capacitor, I don't know if you're good enough. But if we Bias Cog, that ends the fight sooner, and it is harder to just get a chain of Echo Form, self-repair, genetic algorithm set up, and against this enemy it's really easy to do that. So we're going to do that. No bias cog. No energy this turn. So now we just need to get rid of these lightning orbs and play only frost orbs. This draws a bunch of cards. We do want to kill these things. We could Core Surge Hologram for bias cog, and then there's no time limit. That seems good. So then we are blocked for 12, and we have 2/3. So we have a 2/3 of not hitting this, then 2/3 again. So 4/9 that we don't hit it. So we have a 55% chance of killing this turn, and if not, we take 4. And we're gonna play a self-repair. What if we just seek to get cards we don't care about out of our deck? Nah. This is fine. Alright, so this is the timeline where we take a little damage. These are going to explode this turn, but we can probably just block for a bunch. So this explodes for 30 damage. It's a little unfortunate. That seems like a reason to get a genetic algorithm going. Echo Form is nice, but is double self-repair, I mean that heals for 20. Is healing for 10 more worth taking 20 more? Probably not. Or, if we consume... No wait, Ball Lightning Fusion. Yeah. Yeah. Everything. We're not going to be able to get rid of those darned lightning orbs, though. But at least we can double genetic algorithm once. I wish we had an unupgraded evoke, or fission, to remove all our orbs without evoking them, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. So we stack on our things, we don't self-repair. Maybe we got a little greedy there. I think Regen Potion is better than Vulnerable Potion. So I want another charge battery. We all have a leap, we have a charge battery, and we have 2 genetic algorithms, so I think we're good on front-loaded block. Here we go. Hello World, random common at the start of your turn. I have an idea. Let's replace it with a random card from our deck immediately. 1 leap will fully block. Rainbow could be good. Melter is ridiculous against this enemy because it has 40 block, and what if it just doesn't? What if it just doesn't? I mean, we could Core Surge Bias Cog, but that doesn't block at all. We could just genetic algorithm. We could just rainbow. That doesn't block though. We could leap, Core Surge. These enemies, they're not going to get any stronger. They're not going to explode. I think we really want to just take it slow. We can double play both our genetic algorithms this fight. Fine taking 1 damage when we got a self-repair available. Okay, our big thing is we need to get rid of that lightning orb, so I'm going to seek for dual cast and echo form. We'll take some damage, but okay, if we play dual cast echo form. If we play dual cast, then we can recursion and then we can defend. And then we take 8, which is below our healing threshold. So it's, yeah, dual cast echo form, and then the fight can go as long as we want it to. as long as we can get block cards. So Echo Form, Dual Cast. Recursion is 2 energy for free, and we block, and we don't do any more damage, because we're trying to keep this thing healthy. That's 1. There's no more cards we really want in there. We wouldn't mind a Cold Snap, but we can play it next turn. We can also Self-Repair. We're gonna get an Orb Slot next turn, we might as well play this. Okay, double Self-Repair gets us up to full. Cold Snap blocks us pretty well, and extra energy next turn. So now we just have one more genetic algorithm we're trying to draw, I believe. We're healing for 20. Currently we're healing for 13, so we have 8 more healing for free. So with Orichalcum, we only take 2 here. I'm fine taking 2, because again, we're currently at more than full health. What if we just had all the energy anyone could ever dream of? Like, all of it. That seems fun. We're just waiting. I would like another Frost Orb. Okay, that's our genetic algorithm. So now we can finish it off. It would be nice to end with Inserter on 1, so that we get a free orb slot at the start of our next fight. We're not going to finish it this turn, so let's not finish it next turn. So Inserter is at 0. It's always at either 0 or 1. It is binary, because we're a robot. Alright, and we don't have to do anything to end with Inserter on 1 here. And full health. And both our genetic algorithms double stacked. Vulnerable Potion is better than Regen Potion. I know we just made the opposite choice not long ago, but things are different now. Actually, they're not different. I just realized that we heal for so much with double upgraded Self-Repair that we don't need a Regen Potion. Fear Potion could have a benefit. Frost at the start of combat is going to be really nice. We are in a single enemy boss fight. It's not that great against the Heart. It's not that great against the Time Eater, but it's really good in a lot of hallway fights. And it's okay in those fights. Also, if we don't like it, we can get rid of it. Consume and Chill is good. I don't think we need Genetic Algorithm this turn. Let's see if we can get like a front-loaded block card that isn't that. Or just Echo Form. Alright, we'll take a little damage, but that is not an issue for us. We're gonna heal a bunch. So we take 5. We can afford to keep doing that. Alright. What are we Echo Forming? We could double blind, then hologram consume. So our focus game is strong. We'll probably just kill this thing either with huge focus or with lightning orbs. It's going to start attacking for a huge amount eventually, but I don't think that's a danger to us. So I think we're going to take it slow. We're just going to double play our stuff. Let's double play Self-Repair first. We might want to double play this later. Get rid of that lightning orb so we can truly stall, although I don't think it's going to be an issue. But if we can fill up with defense here, we're really good. Okay, double course, double artifact, 1 bias cog. Seems fine to me. Or we could seek and get a bunch of good cards. This is fine. So we're at 8 focus permanently. We could seek for a capacitor and a cold snap. Or just a cold snap and a fusion. Yeah, so we get lots of energy all the time, we get lots of block all the time, we block for 26 for free. So this 30 damage attack is supposed to be scary, but I'm not feeling it. Let's draw 4 cards. I mean, if we add 2 more orb types, that draws more later anyway. So now it draws more. Ooh, we did draw genetic algorithms. Unfortunate. Let's get a little more frost in play, so we're not going to kill it anytime soon. We're not losing focus. It's attacking for more and more each turn, but not much. We can draw 4 cards twice and pretty much get through that draw pile. Draw a little more. Gonna consume and blind and fusion and recursion. Okay. So this will block for a bunch every turn, give us a bunch of energy. Works for me. I don't want to draw... I don't want a compile driver because I could draw a genetic algorithm again. Okay, that's one. I don't want to draw because I could draw the other one. Are you still here? Why are you still here? For real. Is there anything that matters here? We could get rid of... This is fun. So now we've got a Dark Orb at the front, ready to do a bunch of damage when we want to do a bunch of damage. It is starting to attack for big numbers, but we're still continuing to block for bigger numbers. We are at the maximum number of orb slots, which is 10. Then we can zap, and we can consume that orb slot we just created, so we are blocked for 64, which is more than enough, and we've got another few focus. So you can see in a long fight like this, consume inserter is just gonna really make it happen. Okay. Now we win. It's just a matter of time. I would love calipers or something like that to help us carry over our block. So we don't want to kill it this turn. We do want to kill it next turn. This should block for a bunch. And then it should be really easy to kill it next turn. Let's draw one more card. So we just need to evoke that Dark Orb and it will die next turn. Or if we do this... these are guaranteed to kill it next turn with no risk of missing it. So we finished the fight with the inserter at 1. I think we're going to be able to block. And Dark Orb. Courier. Merchant restock stuff, it costs less. Force Field could be good here. Rainbow has been pretty good to us. But I think 1 is enough. 1 Rainbow fills a lot of orb slots. Rainbow, that's what Rainbow's really good for. Just making sure that all your orb slots have something in them, and I don't think we need another. Force Field is good if we've already played several powers, but if we've already played several powers, we're probably already doing well, and I don't know if we need that. Steam Barrier could help us out at the beginning of a fight, which is the only time we really need help, so I'm going to take that. Transient. Can we kill Transient? It would have to be a big Dark Orb, and I don't think we can do it in 5 turns. Chill just blocks for 2 for 0 energy. That's not very good against this enemy. Okay. This is a pretty easy choice. In pretty much every fight, if we get Seek on turn 1, we get 5 focus, and we like it. We're being attacked for 25. Now we're not in danger. So we want to make sure that we play both our genetic algorithms before it dies. The odds that we can actually double play them with Echo Form are pretty low, but we can double play one of them. We do not get to choose what turn Inserter ends on, because this thing dies when it dies. I don't think we need to double play Self-Repair if we can just kill it. Lightning Orbs are better than Frost Orbs, because they block for 8 each turn, and these only block for 7. But we could also just draw a zillion cards. Cool, we didn't even draw our other genetic algorithm, so that makes us safe for next turn. Just gets us a bunch of energy, that does that. We could consume Hologram Consume, and that gets us a bunch of focus, but we kind of just want to have orb slots. We could Hologram Blind to make sure that it's weak on its final attack, and that seems good. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just play that, why not? Maybe we can't fully block one of these turns, and that'll just make it extra safe. Alright, we double stack that, so then it's just a matter of, can we deal enough damage next turn? And the answer is, we have a Dark Orb. So next turn, we just find a way to evoke that Dark Orb, and that's going to pretty much cover our blocking needs. Our Inserter is going to be at 0. Let's draw all the cards. Okay. Huh, that didn't fully block. Okay, let's do it now. Alright, we double played both our algorithms, so they are both really big right now. It's going to be really nice to have 2 of those going into the later fights. Do we want another Compile Driver? We don't need another Ball Lightning. I think we might want another Hologram. Because then if we get a bunch of energy through Fission, we can Hologram, 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 Hologram. And that's a nice combo. Okay, this is the path. We have to recall at some point. What upgrades would we even want? Maybe Echo Form? Honestly, let's recall now, because maybe we'll get a card we want to upgrade. This is definitely a blue key, and we don't need Pantograph anyway. Elite Ogre question mark here. Creative AI. At the start of your turn, add a random power into your hand. And we get our Seek Biased Cog artifact. So then we just have to be able to block for 21. This seems okay. We got a charge battery, that's good. So Creative AI, that'll get us a bunch of powers, it's fun. Maybe we should have kept Hologram. Let's see what we draw. We get a Blind, we get a Hologram. So we'll take our Bias Cog Core Search. I played them in the wrong order, so now we're going to lose 1 focus every turn. Major League Gaming plays right there. And let's make it weak forever. So that is definitely a downside, so we're not going to be able to make this fight last forever and stack all of our stuff. Whoops. Is all I have to say to that. Self-repair, I guess we'll play a power, because why not? And block. It doesn't take damage this turn, but we can get that. I mean, it takes 1 damage. Let's get that Plasma Orb in front. Defrag, nice. You can get a bunch of focus. Do we want more energy next turn? I think we want more energy next turn. We still haven't drawn our Ding Dang Echo Form, so we want to have a bunch of energy to play that. So this way we keep the same 3 orbs, but we get the plasma in front and we get to do some extra damage. I think we just play both of these, honestly. then we can just end the fight. When it's time, channel 2 lightning gets us a bunch of energy. Then we can get back faster. So it's not taking any damage this turn, but next turn I think we can probably kill it. Maybe we kill it the turn after this. It is attacking a big bunch. Drawing cards gets us some good block. And we just want those two, really. We're already healing for 10. So, okay. So we take 20. So we lose 10 health this fight. That's fine. As long as we don't take damage again. Buffer helps a lot with that. Get some more orbs. And we'll play a claw. Why not? So, Inserter will be at 1 if we can kill it this turn. We don't need to worry about that attack. So bias cog into Rainbow. So that's 55 damage. It is not dead this turn, but the thing is, we're not going to kill it next turn because it has intangible. So Inserter is always going to be at 1 when we finish this fight, isn't it? Cool. Loop is nice. I don't know. Get another lightning orb. Just really blast it next turn. That seems fun. Alright, and at the start of our next turn, it dies to loop. So we'll finish this fight at 65 health. If we decide to rest, we get extra HP. This potion is looking stale. Let's get a fresh one. Boot sequence. Better block on turn 1. Channel a bunch of lightning. Or exhaust a card. We have a ton of card draw, so exhausting a card could be pretty good. We are against Time Eater, though, so there are downsides to that. I mean, at this point, these cards do what they need to do. We could upgrade Dual Cast to make it cost 0. We could upgrade Echo Form so that we can hologram it back. We are getting into big enough fights that we might want to do both. We could recycle a Doom and Gloom. This fight, like the last one, we want to just stretch out. We do kind of want to block this turn, right? Okay, we blind. We capacitate. We chill. We defend. And let's recycle a ball lightning. So actually playing that defend was a bad idea, because Orichalcum blocked for 6 if we didn't. Consume. Make it weak for a long time. And get rid of a strike. So now the next time we draw through our deck, it will be better things. Alright, let's draw a card. Let's draw some more cards. Let's draw some more cards. Okay, we don't get Echo Form here. So, well, do we even want to play as that? I don't think we do. We want to double play Self-Repair eventually. And next turn we have a lot of stuff going on. We could Core Surge and Bias Cog if we get Seek. We get a lot of things next turn. We are fully blocked. So yeah, let's do that. Core Surge, Bias Cog. Might have been nice to also get Echo Form, actually. Let's play them in the right order this time. We cannot play Echo Form this turn. Let's just play it next turn. We've got a lot of Frost Orb status, and I think we'll be able to fully block. It is doing a big attack next turn. 44. So that's 30, 38, and Compile Driver will probably draw something useful. Let's find out sooner rather than later. Okay, it drew a blind. So we can go ahead and do that. Sure, blocked for 30. It is attacking for 33, so I'll play that. I kind of want to get rid of that lightning orb. I don't really want to evoke it and put it back on the stack. Like I said, we're trying to extend the length of the fight as much as we want. We are going to double play a genetic algorithm now, because we're not trying to extend it that much. And now we're just trying to double play genetic algorithm and self-repair, and set up defensive orbs. So I don't think we want to draw cards, because we got decent odds of accidentally drawing one of those. But if we don't draw cards, we're going to get hit, so let's draw cards. Get rid of one of these. Alright, so we can leap, hologram. If we make it blind, that's pretty good. There's nothing bad to draw now, so let's do that. Then we can hologram a hologram. Wait, actually we just want to hologram Cold Snap a couple times. Cold Snap is the best thing. So that blocks for 13 every turn, so we're fully blocked. Do we want to get rid of that lightning orb? It's not really a threat. Let's just get a little weak on it. Alright, now once we can play that self-repair twice and that genetic algorithm twice and end on 1, we are in great shape. This gives us another Frost Orb, and the damage is not a threat at this point. We just have one more card to double play, so at this point we can really just start putting on the pain. Maximum orb capacity has been met. Let's do this. Make a little more room for orbs. We are fully blocked. We could even do it one more time. This still fully blocks. 22 times 5 is more than 64. 22 times 4, sorry. Alright, give me that self-repair. No? Okay. I'm going to have a lot of energy next turn. Also a lot of energy this turn, but I'm not using it. So it just attacks for 5 more damage every turn, so 69, 74. So we've got 3 more turns before it even deals more damage than our current amount. And if we can ever make more Frost Orbs, gain more focus from Consume, it's just doomed. Okay, so we self-repair next turn. Let's make more Frost Orbs. Put those on top, and do that. Now we've got 5 Frost Orbs instead of 4. There isn't really a point to that, but we are fully blocked for a long time. Now we can double self-repair, we're at full HP. Can we kill it next turn? That would be good. Let's get rid of that burn. Okay. I don't know if we can deal 130 damage in one turn with this deck, but we could try. We have a bunch of energy. If we rainbow, hologram rainbow, that gets us a bunch of energy, and then we can hologram rainbow. That only gets us 2 more energy, though. Let's wait. We'll just kill it on the next inserter turn. So this turn, it is fine. And finally, we will kill it this turn. Definitely. Alright, it's dead. That took a little while, but we got to do everything we wanted to do. Frozen Egg, when you add a power card, upgrade it. And do we want another Consume? Do we want another Overclock? Both of those cards have been really good to us. Let's take another Consume with Inserter. It's just good. This is a really good chill. There are 4 enemies. And with that in mind, it's a really good defrag. So let's keep the core surge, and how much does that block for? So with defrag, it's 3 times 4, so 12. So that blocks 21. So we need to block a little more. Does 26 do it? Nope, we need 33. Let's get better than defend. We can heal later. Actually, Rainbow would have blocked for a lot by evoking all those Frost Orbs. But Blind will block for a lot. Do that. And we'll get working on this one because it has to die. And that's the amount we block for. It's not a full block, but we got self-repair. Get one of those, and I guess one of those. So now we're pretty safe on block. We'll do one of those, and let's get a ball lightning in play. Cool. It'd be nice to have an echo form, but honestly, our genetic algorithms are pretty big. But hey, there's an echo form. We do want to kill that. Okay, now we can actually stall as long as we want, so we'll double play our stuff. We can just get rid of 2 defense, get a bunch of energy, get another Frost Orb, get another Consume. So now we're fully blocked forever. These enemies can never attack for more than 55 damage. With that in mind, we can just self-repair now. The Lightning Orb will kill eventually, but we'll find ways to kill quicker once we're ready to get our inserter at the right number. So this will not kill this turn, it will not kill next turn. So the Lightning Orb will just help us kill the turn after that. Inserter is at 0, no thank you. Alright, now we just need to get a little more damage to that. Huh. We would actually take damage to kill this. This is unfortunate. It's got its thorns. Yeah, our only ways of drawing cards are attacks, and we don't block until later. Okay. You have bested us, Spiker. Our inserter ends on 0. Well done. Enjoy your reward. Bunch of energy, but card draw is usually an issue more than energy. But with Hologram, this can be really good. It can do big turns. And we got the card draw to make it shine. We need card draw to make that shine. Weak is good. Static Discharge is not good enough. Is 1 Frost good enough? With Consume, yes. Give me better stuff, though. Okay, we got a genetic algorithm. So we're set. What do we get here? We can double stack that. Then again, what fight in the game are we ever going to need to block for more than 85 in one turn? If the heart starts doing that much damage, we're in trouble. But I can't help it. I just gotta get a big genetic algorithm. Alright, draw me some cards. Draw me some cards. Draw me some cards. That's a biased cog. We could get a potion here, but we want to keep the Swift Potion. Okay, we don't need to double stack everything this fight. Alright, we got 8 focus. We're just trying to kill it at this point. What do we want back? We could get our genetic algorithm back now that we're just trying to kill it. Inserter is at 0. We've already exhausted one, but we have another genetic algorithm somewhere? Wait, where'd it go? Wait. Oh, it's in our hand. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. Yikes, Mike's Bobikes. Let's just rainbow. Then hologram. Rainbow? So it should be pretty easy to kill our next turn with inserter on 1. Self-repair is not necessary if we are at full health. And there we go. We have all we need of each of these cards, I think. Skip Arena. Last upgrade. Let's make dual cast cost 0. We don't need small number upgrades on those other cards, we just need to win fights. And hey, we get 2 Echo Forms on turn 1. So our first 2 cards are played twice. That has some downside against Time Eater, but like, it's good. We just do a really big turn 1. With Turbo? We'll see if we want Turbo. We don't want Turbo. So we get a little Lightning, and we get some Frost. So we're at 4 cards played. But as soon as we can start getting some good stuff, we're getting that good stuff. How about we draw 6 cards and apply 4 a week? Then that is at, it's going to be at 8 cards played. Yikes. But we have a genetic algorithm, so it's actually pretty safe to get that 12 this turn. So we'll apply 4 week. We could have double stacked the genetic algorithm, but we're in the final boss fight phase. I'm just trying to win. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Get a Dark Orb going. Alright, it gets 2 strength, but I think we're going to be able to handle that with 2 Echo Forms. We just need to get, like... Oh man, if we get Artifact Charge doubled, we're in great shape. Also just... Sorry, Dark Orb. We got priorities here. So we are pretty safe for a while now. We're going to keep 3 Frost Orbs. We get to do the thing. So we get 2 Artifact. And then we get 10 Focus. So the fight is over. I don't think it can attack for more than 60 damage thanks to Orichalcum, unless we give it strength. This is gonna bring it to 12, which is fine. Because we are very blocked. It's not just a matter of double playing our favorite stuff. What 2 cards would we like back? We could get a Consume and a... So if we double hologram, we could get another Consume and another Frost Orb. Cold Snap. So Consume... And... Oh, we're out of energy, actually. So just, probably Zap time. So this will start killing it eventually. We can save the Seek. Now we block for 96 for free each turn. At this point, that's not really necessary. It's just kind of fun. Soft repair are out of our deck. I mean, the fight is over. All that matters is if we double stack our algorithms and if we end on 1. Unless we get rid of these for no reason, it will not destroy us. So let's get that to 12. We have to give it a lot of strength before it deals more than 287 damage. Time to start doing a little damage with lightning. So this, it will not die this turn. This will heal it. Wait, do we want it to die this turn? We have another... Have we used both our algs? Yeah, we used both our algs. So if we have 5 times 37, that does it. Especially with this. Alright, that's the fight. Goodbye, Time Eater. We are very focused. Maybe that should be the episode title. Very focused. I like that. I mean, we got Bias Cog. Floor 1. Very focused. Maybe we should be very biased? I like it. If I'm not thinking about the run anymore and I'm just debating episode titles, it's probably a good run. We're gonna play Cold Snap every time we draw it, I guess. Or Doom and Gloom could help deal a little more damage against those things. These upgrades don't really matter. Alright, Shopkeeper, what you got for us? Take another Echo Form, that's kind of silly. Liquid Memories and Speed Potion are probably the best things here. Speed Potion is really good with our Artifact Charge. Honestly, another Echo Form Plus guarantees that we have double Echo Form. Also, if we Echo Form, we're going to play the first Echo Form before we play the second Echo Form. Or if we don't do that, we'll play the second Echo Form before we play the first Echo Form. So the point is, playing 2 of these actually means we can probably double it and get the first 3 cards played twice. That seems good. We don't want that, because channeling a bunch of lightning will get rid of our Frost Orbs. Vulnerable is not really relevant. We're not dealing our damage with that. We could get another Caldegram. We could turn one of these potions into a Speed Potion. But I think we're okay. We just need to not totally flub it on the beginning of the fight, and Inkyridian and Gambling Chip help a ton in the first turn. We got a genetic algorithm for this turn, so we don't need Steam Barrier, we can just focus on getting stronger. But getting some Frost in play would be good. So let's get rid of these, see what else we got. See if we draw better cards. We'll get working on this one, I think. We could Bias Cog now, but we could also Hologram for it later. We definitely Genetic Alg. I mean, Capacitor Bias Cog just wins, right? The fight doesn't last 5 turns if we Bias Cog now. I think that's wise. I was trying to think how important it is to make sure we get our inserter on the right number, but I think we'll be able to sort that out later anyway. We have another genetic algorithm, so we're in good shape, so let's draw cards. Melter could be nice against the Spire Shield, so if we hologram for that later, we'll be glad. Let's draw. Okay, we get Echo Form and genetic algorithm. 60 damage is nothing compared to our mighty, mighty genetic algorithm. We're slowly losing focus. Okay, this turn actually matters. Double Consume is very good, because then we block for 16 off of that. We could even Liquid Memories the Consume back. Hold on, 6 focus. Yeah, no, 22. Draw some cards. We do not have a Frost Orb generator in there. We just used Chill to get these 2. If we... What do we want to do here? We're being attacked for 18 plus 38, so 56. So that is a significant amount that we would like to block. Compile Driver draws 3 cards. And these 2 are good. This is good. A lot of them are not good. Seek is good. It might be wise to liquid memories. But no matter what, I think we... You know what? This might be a good turn for Swift Potion, actually. Alright, that's good. So how about we hologram a Doom and Gloom, then we can recycle it. Let's get that out of our hand. Draw 3 cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in hand. Let's recycle a Doom and Gloom. Now we can draw. Alright, blind is too weak to all enemies. That doesn't do anything. But we could... We don't have any more holograms. It's still good to do. Charge battery blocks for 10, so that brings us to 22, 27, 37. So then we're taking 19. Then we could bring that down. And then that's within range of double self-repair, if we can get there eventually. We are losing 1 focus each turn, but with Consume and Inserter, we can feel pretty safe that we're not going to be like running out of focus. So if we want to Echo Form Consume, but we also want to really want to Echo Form Echo Form, and we only have 1 Echo Form. So if we play this, that's the first card we play. But what if this was, we had 3 Echo Form, and this was, we played Echo Form twice, and this was the 3rd card we play. That's what I'm talking about. This seems like a good time to turbo. Also, I guess that was the 2nd card we played, so we turboed. So we get 6 energy, so we got a lot of stuff going on. Electrodynamics is huge for this fight. Let's get a rainbow going. That does a bunch of damage, and it gets rid of a lightning orb, so we can probably control it a little more. So, double blind is good. Double leap is good. Being attacked for a zillion. I think double cold snap blocks for the most. Then double recursion evokes that frost orb. Hold on, 45. Yeah, 48, 24. But actually, this is going to be 36, and this is going to be 18, so we're being attacked for 54. So, if we double recursion, we're good. Now we can capacitor and blind. And is there a 1-cost card we want to play? Machine learning is nice. We don't have another cold snap. Charge battery? We do have a lot of bad stuff in our draw. How about we do this? Just get those out of here. So we're fully blocked. Next turn, Inserter is on 1. We have -1 strength, but we don't care. But we want to double play our self-repair. This thing is dead if we attack it. We did not draw our self-repair. But we're not going to be able to save this thing's life. This thing is dead. So let's see if we can self-repair this turn. We can do it. I'm down to be at 71 health. 75 would be nice, but 71 is pretty good. So let's make sure we get that Inserter at the right number. And get some warp slots, why not? Alright, Anchor. Really nice to help us play all the cards we want on turn 1. New card. Nope. Let's go into the heart fight. We'll play our Cultist Potion turn 1. That's really nice. Alright, well, let's look at these first. Okay, Echo Form, turn 1. You can't say no to that. Static Discharge, I can say no to that. FTL, these, turn 1, I can't say no to that. I can say no to that one. Okay, let's draw a card. We can draw another card. Cool. We can Echo Form, chill, and we can just recycle a Self Repair because it is not going to be relevant. And let's get that Strength in play. I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference, but it's good to have. 97, that's a pretty good genetic algorithm. What are they at? We got one at 79 and one at 97. So one of them is significantly stronger than the other, but they're both significantly strong. Double rainbow blocks for the most. Yikes, maybe I want that static discharge in play. That would do a lot of things. Maybe I just want that genetic algorithm back. Is this a turn worth using our limited genetic algorithm resources? Honestly, 36 is not that bad, and we're gonna block a bunch. I mean, not a bunch, but like a little. Let's just take our lumps. Do we want more energy next turn? Yeah, that's worth 1 health. Okay. So we take 22. We get another orb slot. See, this is a turn where we are happy to be able to genetic algorithm. So now we can get Echo Form onto Echo Form. And we can Ball Lightning twice. We take a little damage for that, but getting those lightning orbs good. Oh, you know what? We had 3. We could have done both. Alright, let's get some Frost in play. That gets us energy. Then we draw a bunch of cards. Is it a little early to bias Cog? We can no longer seek into Core Surge bias Cog, but we can Core Surge, Core Surge. Ooh, if we discard both of them, we can Hologram, get them both back. Core Surge twice, bias Cog twice. I think that is a big dream. That's a big dream that we desire. We just have to live. Draw me 4 cards. We've used both our genetic algorithms, is that right? No, we have 1 left to hologram. And this is why we saved it. Turbo? Turbo lets us play a bunch of stuff. Honestly, we probably don't even need that genetic algorithm. Maybe we should have done our big bias Cog thing this turn. This gains 16. We're being attacked for 48. But we can draw a bunch of cards. Let's just do it. I don't really want this to be my hand next turn, do I? Maybe I do. I mean, having Overclock draws a ton. So we can double charge battery, and then we can double overclock. So we get a bunch of block, we get a bunch of draw. Yeah, I'm okay. We don't need to seek that. Let's just play one Core Surge. I'm okay with that. I had a big dream, but you know, at a certain point we have to not die against heart. Oh, okay, so we did not get our overclock, but we can still do this. And that blocks pretty well. By which I mean fully. Alright, give me some focus. I need some focus. Do I want to block before I play cards? No, I just want to play cards. Okay, we're probably going to hologram to get another overclock. So with that in mind, okay, so now we can get a ton of energy and draw a ton of cards. So this is a big turn. Let's recycle the slime. We don't like slime. No offense to YouTuber Thought Slime, who I do like. Draw some cards. Gain some energy. Play some cards. Where's my rainbow at? I need some darkened plasma. Okay, it would have been nice to get that in order to draw cards, but at least we finally get some kind of orbs going on. We got a lot of orb slots, we got a lot of stuff in them, we just really need some focus. We got 2 consume and a bias cog and a seek. And a bunch of card draw, or just cold snap. So as long as we hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, any of those 5 cards really help us. Hologram or seek, or to a lesser degree FTL also really help us. Blind is okay. So, I think we are probably good here. It's going to do a big attack, multi-attack. Yikes, we didn't get any of the stuff we really wanted. That is unfortunate. Uh-oh. This was among the worst hands we could possibly get this turn. Yikes. Are we just dead? That's 96. No, it's 72 damage. That's a lot of damage. Thank you, Static Discharge, for that. For evoking some Frost Orbs, giving me a little extra block. So that was frightening. Now we have a lot of Lightning Orbs and no Frost. Okay, I need to actually think about this turn. We might lose. I didn't think hard enough in the early turns. I was like, oh, we're fine. And I really needed to set up things like the double artifact into double bias cog. Okay. I think we have to double defend, because otherwise we take too much damage from playing cards. We have a hologram, so we can get back turbo plus overclock as long as we draw the hologram. And then we have a bunch of cards and a bunch of energy. We also have a seek. We can probably make it weak. You know what? I think we just have to draw cards first. This draws 8 cards. Yeah, so we take 4 damage for that, though. Alright, double bias cog, or double cold snap. So this will deal 2 damage to us, which is okay. Double hologram would be nice, but our hand is too full. Okay, yeah, we need a bunch of focus. This fight is not going long enough for the downside to matter. I'm being greedy. Alright. I wish it said how many cards we've played this turn. So it's attacking for 44. That's pretty doable. So, cold snap. Then we could just hologram another cold snap. I'd really like to have more Frost Stars than we currently have. But we are fully blocked. I want to get those cards out of my deck. We do have 8 strength, which is significant. I think we just kill it in a couple turns, actually. Okay, so we are currently at 47 block. So let's play a leap. And then do some damage, do some damage. And draw better stuff next turn. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 times 6 is 96. Then the 96 twice is 192. So if we can just deal 30 damage to it, 34 damage to it, this turn, or block. Okay, we win. That was a little scary there, but we got it. Woo! I did my math wrong, because we lose focus, so it's not 96 twice, but, I mean, we're good. We're good here. Give me a zap. Give me a hologram. Hologram, go hologram yourself. Alright, that was an exciting finish. Could have been a much more relaxed finish if I had taken it a little more serious, but I'm happy with it. Okay, that is a run. Thank you very much for watching. I think I have figured out my video title, but that's not your problem. Oh, and I guess we get, or I bet we get, but not I get we get. I get we guess, I bet we... Whatever. 2 hours of hard thinking. Oh, we have a couple more unlocks to get on Defect. So we're not even done. Ooh, I really love these relics. Turnip is a relic for everyone. You can no longer become frail. It's a rare relic, so that's pretty nice. It's okay. It's never bad, and it's often quite good. Then these two, you can see by the blue outline, these are relics only the Defect can get. Gold-plated cables, your rightmost orb triggers its passive an additional time, and runic capacitors start each combat with 3 additional orb slots. So that's that's almost always better than Inserter, because a fight has to go 6 turns, or if you leave it on 5 turns before Inserter is even as good as Runic Capacitor is on turn 1. And this is a boss relic. This is just like a shop relic. This is good if your fight goes like 10 turns, sure, and you can just keep playing Consume, but this is really good. Alright, that's the run. We've got 1 remaining Defect unlock. I'm excited to see what it is, but we'll have to find out what that is later, because we have slain the Spire.